gonna bark all day, little doggy, or are you gonna bite?
Sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
I like to dissect girls. Did you know I'm utterly insane?
To infinity and beyond!
Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
The first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club.
Houston, we have a problem.
Don't mess with Julia. You'll get the horns.
Why so serious?
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Come play with us, Daddy.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
Are you not entertained?
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
I'm the dude.
Hail to the king, baby.
Well, a boy's best friend is his mother.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Okay, everybody, hello and welcome. Wednesday night. It is just past 8 o'clock here on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Filmageddon. You know where you are because you're watching this. And that means it's time for one thing and one thing only, and that is a film quiz. Only this week we got something very special because it is the live lockdown film. What happened there? Lockdown. I sort of started talking like I was from Texas for a second. We'll forget about that anyway. Live lockdown film quiz. This is our third live lockdown film quiz here. June 24th, 2020 edition. And we got a big one here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. 8 rounds, all new trivia. Yeah, it's the hair isn't helping my appearance tonight. It keeps growing, and the hat's the only thing that can keep it at bay. Anyway, guys, let's remind anybody, for anyone who's new out there, you can get your answer sheets over on our Twitter, and Adam's posting them in the chat as well. Only one person from each team needs to fill that in, and you'll hand in those answer sheets via the Google Submit button after the 8 rounds. Then we'll have a little break, and we will go over all the answers. But besides that, you guys know, what this is all about. We've been doing this for 11 weeks now, so let's just get on with it, shall we? Let's start the show tonight. And we're going to kick it off with a new one tonight. I like this one to start it off. Round 1, stay in your seats. This is the post-credit scenes round. So what we're going to do is quite simply play you 10 clips, and these are all the post-credit scenes from various films. Your goal is quite simple, and that is going to be, of course, to name the film. That's right. Spoiler alert, I guess, for some of these films. Most of them are older, so hopefully you've seen these and it doesn't give anything away. But yeah, you guys will see these one time, so let's kick off this quiz. Good luck, everybody.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
Well, I must say, we have a very exciting proposal.
A video game based on your many adventures.
What would you call it?
Iggy's World.
The Indomitable Spike.
The Super Koopa Cousins.
Anybody there? Hello? Some help, please. The shark bit my fucking dick off and I can't get some water.
Two. One. Three.
Morning.
Hello, Moira.
Charles.
I'm gonna find this hoe.
Hello out there! Is the movie over? I'm still down here and I'm still in quite a lot of pain. Maybe someone in the lobby could call an ambulance. Oh, the pain is really quite severe. I fashioned a makeshift splint. Here goes nothing. Ah!
Whoa.
What the?
I'm Spider-Man. I need you to come with me.
Who the heck are you?
I just told you that. Listen. I'm from the future.
How dare you point at me?
You were pointing first.
It's rude to point.
You're being very rude. You're not even believing what I'm saying.
Which one pointed first?
Spider-Man pointed first, obviously. You're pointing at me right now as you say that. Look at you.
I'm
Look
just
at your
pointing
finger.
at your pointing.
Look at your
which
finger
is
right
different
now.
than
What is
normal
it doing?
pointing.
You are pointing
You
at
haven't
me.
seen
You're
pointing
accusing
until I
me
get
of
through with
pointing
you, and then
while
you'll
you're
know.
All right, there you guys go. Something a little different for us here at the Filmageddon Film Quiz, the post-credits round. I think some of those are pretty easy, but then some of them are also quite tricky because you're going to need to know the subtitles and things for films that may or may not be sequels. You know, we're going to be pretty strict with that round, but I digress. Let's move forward to round 2, and this is going to be our soundtrack round this week, and we got a fun one. This is the final cut. All of these films, you're going to hear sound clips from 10 films, soundtracks. Each one's about 45 seconds or so. All of these films have some form of alternate cut, a director's cut, an ultimate edition, an extended cut. Dare I say a Snyder cut? Who knows? Who knows, right? It might slip in. You never know. It's not even out yet, but it could slip in. So you're going to hear all of these soundtrack clips one time. We're only going to play them once this week because we are going to play them a bit longer. And remember, that is your hint for this round. All of the films have alternative cuts out there somewhere in the world. Some of them harder to find than others. But here you guys go. Best of luck with round 2. Okay, so there we have it, the soundtrack round, round two, all films with alternative cuts, extended cuts, director's cuts, all of that. And it's kind of a tough round, I would guess, but I'll give you guys a hint. I don't normally give you guys hints out there, but there's at least one Ridley Scott film in the list, and I do want to stress at least one. So there's your one hint tonight. That's me being nice and generous. So that's what you get tonight. Hopefully it helps you out with that soundtrack round if you were stumped. But let's move on to round three. I like round three this week. The picture round. It's fresh faces. So this one's a bit different. We'll see if I can make sense of it. It's probably not that hard to explain. I'm going to show you images from a couple of films with an actor front and center. Your job is, all these films, by the way, they all take place as probably part of a franchise and things like that. So your job is to name the actor or actress that actor replaced in the role. So that's part one of each picture. Part two is to name the last film that the original actor portrayed that role in. So you'll see on your answer sheets 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. There is 5 pictures that we'll show you. Each one, you want to name the actor who originally played that role and the last film that they played that role in. Hopefully, not too confusing, but I guess we'll see. We'll get the pictures up and see. You'll see each one for about a minute, and then you'll have a couple of minutes to discuss with your team to see if you can figure it out. So here we go, guys. Round 3. Any questions? Put them in the chat. We'll do our best to answer. You guys don't get the 3 minutes. I always forget that the picture round, I don't give you the 3 minutes. So you got a little sneak peek at what round 4 was, but that was round 3, the picture round. Remember, you're naming the actor that was replaced and the last film that actor played the role in. And don't try to be cute with number 4. We're not talking Michael J. Fox, and you know it. But let's go into round 4 anyway, because you sort of saw what it was going to be. But here it is again. Round 4 is our obscured pictures round, and today we are talking female directors. So films directed by females. You're going to see 10 clips from films. They're all going to be obscured, pixelated, as we normally do here. And your job is simply to name the film, and obviously all these films would be directed by females. So that is your hint for this round. Hopefully it's not too tough. I think so far tonight's quiz, I think, is... We'll say it's middle ground. I mean, I always think they're a bit easier, but that's because I know all the answers. So here we go, guys. You're going to see these one time. Round 4, obscured round, female directors. Good luck.
Last time I saw you, thank you, we were both pleasantly pissed at some horrible book party. Am I right?
It's slowly flooding back to me. You're friends with, Julia something.
Steinberg?
Yeah.
She's not an agent anymore. She died.
She did? Jesus, that's young.
Maybe she didn't die. Maybe she just moved back to the suburbs. I was confused, those two. No, that's right. She got married and had twins.
Better to have died.
Indeed.
Sorry, I'm not perfect.
No one's asking you to be perfect. Just consider it would do.
I don't even want to go to school in this state anyway. I hate California. I want to go to the East Coast.
Your dad and I will barely be able to afford in-state tuition.
There are loans,
Your brother,
scholarships.
your very smart brother, he can't even find a job.
He and Shelley work. They have
They
jobs.
bag at the grocery store. That is not a career, and they went to Berkeley. Your father's company is laying off people right and left. Did you even know that? No, of course you don't, because you don't think about anybody but yourself.
How bad is she? You can tell me the truth.
The cancer is quite advanced.
Shouldn't we tell her?
In her situation, most families in China would choose not to tell her. When my grandmother had cancer, my family didn't tell her.
Isn't it wrong to lie?
I mean, if it's for good, it's not really a lie.
I mean, it's still a lie.
It's a good lie.
I don't want her to make the same mistakes that her father made of accepting life, accepting situations. I want her to fight. And I want her to win. Because I've seen her playing, she's brilliant. I don't think anybody has the right of stopping her.
There's a million robots that turn into something. And this is a building that turned into a robot. What's fun about playing with a building? That's not any fun.
This is a skyscraper.
Well, couldn't it be like a robot that turns into something like a bug or something?
A bug?
Yeah. Like a big prehistoric insect with maybe like giant claws that could pick up a car and crush it like that.
A prehistoric transformer?
Interesting.
Gentlemen,
So the robot turns into a bug.
Gentlemen,
you should listen
if
to
you
him.
would just...
He's got a very good idea here.
Nina. Her name is Nina. I've heard of these places. Underage girls. Senator, if she's there, I'll get her. Cleary said you were brutal. I can be.
Well, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about it.
He's been making phone calls to me as well.
What's he been saying?
Nothing, just making these noises.
How do you know it's the same person?
Because of what he wrote in the book.
The book you burnt.
Yes.
Light me a cigarette.
Smoke?
No. What are you doing, rolling?
Face front. And keep driving. Sure, I'm Emmett Myers. Do what I tell you. And don't make no fast moves, or a lot of dead heroes back there get nervous.
My husband's a photographer, so he's here working. And wasn't doing anything, so I came along. And we have some friends that live here.
How long have you been married?
Oh, thank you. 2 years.
25 long ones.
You're probably just having a midlife crisis. Did you buy a Porsche yet?
You know, I was thinking about buying a Porsche.
Nobody else around.
What are you talking about? I'm your friend when other people around.
No, you're not. You don't know who I am when other people are around. I spoke to you maybe 5 times since you met Dave Resnick. I introduced you, I got you the job, and now I can't get you on the phone.
What are you talking about? Hey, what are you talking about? Are you crazy?
I call you, and you never call me back.
You don't call me. You haven't called me in months.
So there we are, halfway point through tonight's live lockdown film quiz. Round 4 was the obscured round. All of those films directed by female filmmakers. And we're going to move on to round 5. And I think this is going to be one I stick with you through because it's not necessarily a video round per se. So, you know, I could talk. I do talking sometimes. I could talk. It's fine. It's fine. Round 5 is a bit of trivia, and this is simply the book was better. That might not always be the case, but basically we're going to show you not film covers. We're going to show you book covers for 10 books. Your job is simply to name what film they made based on those books. So let's get right into it, guys. I'm not going to give you ages for all of these, but we'll pop them up. We'll see how long feels right. And remember, anything you don't get now, make yourself a little note, and then you're going to have your 10-minute intermission to come back to it. So, number 1, here we go. We've got The Sentinel by Arthur C. Clarke. And I will say, I am definitely going to butcher some names along the way here. So, look, maybe you know what it is straight away, maybe you don't. There's probably some hints or something. Like, read between the lines. It's a book you read. Take a look at the cover. Anything sticking out to you? There's a little guy down there. I mean, I think he's probably, maybe it's outer space. I'd hazard a guess. I know what the answer is, so I know what it is. But for you guys at home, just try to figure it out. And remember, if you can't get it straight away, just write yourself a little note and come back to it. It could be called the small, tiny Ant-Man. Maybe it's Ant-Man. Maybe it's Ant-Man. It could be it, because he's quite small in, he could be in the sandbox, I guess. I don't know. You never know. Let's go on to let's go on to number 2. Here we go. Number 2, we've got The Short Timers, which, according to the cover, is a novel written by Gustav Hasford. And it's got a creepy old skeleton man in the creepy old skeleton army using a creepy old skeleton hand grenade. Yeah, what can you guys take from this? I don't know. That there's a weird, terrifying skeleton army out there somewhere, probably waiting under the Earth's surface to come up and destroy us all. It's 2020 after all, so you never know what could happen. I just found out the other day that apparently Reign of Fire was like set in 2020 as well. So everything terrible happens in 2020. You know, we're gonna get dragons, weird skeleton armies. Zombies are the least of our worries. The aliens are probably going to come soon. But let's go on to number 3. Just a film called Oil. I guess you have to read it like, Oil! Oil! Because of the exclamation point. Or is it an oil drop? Could be both. Looks like a fairly oldish book. This copy, of course, has seen better days. It looks like they've had to tape the spine. You could see some stuff there, sort of. It's like a drawing. It's like a simple drawing. It's something like someone's kid probably drew. If you're like, draw oil, they'd probably draw that. A couple of lines, a couple of scribbles. I think I could do better. Maybe I can try to draw it right now. This could be fun. Let's do a live drawing session. Let's draw the cover to Oil. I can use the envelope to my HMRC letter. So there's some sort of derrick there, and then you do that, and then that, and that, and then the oil comes up. I mean, oh no, that's a bit rude now that I've drawn that. I'll just not show it. It's not going to turn out good. It's definitely not going to be good. Let's go on to number 4. Q&A by Vikas Swarup. And I know I've probably screwed that up, but give me a break. Give me a break. I've been doing this for 11 weeks. Give me a break. It's a novel, that's for sure. That's what it says on the cover. You can't deny it. But what hints can you take from the cover if you don't know what it is straight away? I'm wondering as well, has anybody out there, if you're in the chat, have you actually read any of these books yet? I'm sure some of you have read some of these. Keep us updated. Let us know what books you have been reading. And obviously don't spoil what the answers are for everybody else. And boy, is it hot. I am telling you. And the lights aren't helping. Let's go on to number 5. Here we go. One that most people will probably know. Philip K. Dick's Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? Panther science fiction. But the panther would probably kill the sheep, I would imagine. And there's a sheep, and he looks like he might be electric of some kind, because he's sort of a sheep that turns into like a phone cord that then turns into an electrical outlet socket. Very confusing title. Some of these book covers were quite a struggle to find, where they didn't just say, watch the hit film based on this. Some of them easier, but some of them a lot harder. But there you go. So you got Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? Adam is saying he has read one book my entire life, and the Son of God won in the end. Spoiler alert. Very well done, Adam. I get it. When I started reading it, I didn't get it, but by the time I got to the end, I got it. I understood it. Let's go on to number 6. Oh, here we go. A New York Times bestseller. That's not the name of the book, though. The name of the book is, of course, Queen Bees and Wannabes. Helping Your Daughter Survive Cliques, Gossip, Boyfriends, and Other Realities of Adolescent by Rosalind Wiseman. A useful how-to manual for parents with step-by-step instructions for what to do in the trickiest situations. Thanks, Newsweek. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, I've done so much research here. Loads of research. Tons of it. You can't stop me doing the research for these film quizzes. So Queen Bees and Wannabes here at number 6, and then we will go on to number 7. I am getting lonely in the lockdown. I just need to speak. I feel like most of these quizzes are just me saying, here, watch this, but this is me. This is my time. I have the floor now. Maybe I'll go backwards. Maybe I'll do this. Oh, we're on 7. Oh, no, I can't do it. I'd mess it up. I won't do that. Number 7, Prince of Thieves by Chuck Hogan. No relation to the Hulkster, the crazy racist hot dog man himself. But it is a smart, speedy, and stylish book, according to Jeffrey Deaver. Don't care what you have to say, Mr. Deaver. And the co-author of the bestseller The Strain, which had a TV series which was all right. It was all right. The Strain was all right. I think this is one of the books that I actually had to just use some Photoshop magic to get rid of the fact that it was based on or becoming a film. And Stephen King, because we trust what Stephen King says it's a terrific read. But like most Stephen King things, it's a surprise and he scares you at the end. So there you go. And it's a grand novel, says McBain. Let's get silly. Okay, let's go on to number 8. Maybe we'll go on to number 8. Will we go on to number 8? Yes, we will. Roderick Thorpe wrote Nothing Lasts Forever. And he also wrote The Detective. And that's some pretty cool artwork on that book. I like it. You sort of get an idea what's happening. You know, it's painting a picture here. Maybe you don't even need to know anything about books, but maybe the image alone will help you with this one. Maybe you've never picked up a book in your life, but there you go. You just see that image and you think to yourself, hey, I know that. I know what that could be. Yeah. Don't be lonely, Frank. I try not to be lonely. But right now, I'm so very lonely. That's why I need Leo to come in, but I had to shut the door because otherwise he'll come in and bark, and then we won't be able to get the quiz done. We just have to carry on. 253 guys tonight. Thanks everybody for taking some time out of your Wednesday to do this quiz with us. And let's continue on with number 9. The Greatest Gift. A Christmas Tale by Philip Van Doren Stern. That's a fake name. I don't think that's a real name. I think they've created that just to sell more books. Or is it David McKay Company? No, that's the company. Be funny if his name was David McKay Company. Like, there was a football player named Company. I know that. I've lived in the UK for nearly 10 years now. I know things about football. You'll see. Washington Square, Philadelphia, all that stuff. There's a picture which might be quite telling. Who knows, eh? Who knows? So that is number 9, The Greatest Gift. And then finally, we will go on to numero 10, which is Dream Story by Arthur Schnitzler. Maybe. It's a very interesting cover. I like it. You could see it hanging up in a gallery, I'm sure, somewhere. Do you need someone to talk to? Dude. Always. I love talking. That's why I'm doing this. Why is this all turned into some, look inside my very soul? It's getting crazy here at the Filmageddon live lockdown quiz. Is this what everybody wanted tonight? You just wanted to see me talking to no one. Well, I'm talking to all of you, but there's no one in this room except all these very warm lights. And I am sweating. All right, guys, there you go. That was the books round there. 10 books. Name the films that the films that are based on the books. Remember, you'll have 10 minutes in between the questions and the answers, so write yourself down any notes you need and come back to it if you need to. But let's move on, shall we? Oh, no. Oh, no. It's happened again. We're here again. Inevitably, we're here. The Filmageddon Remake Cinema. If you've been to any of the you've not been. If you've taken part in any of the live lockdown quizzes, you'll know that we've been busy in our psychosis. And the Filmageddon crew, me, Adam, Blair, and Luke, get together over Zoom and try to recreate scenes from some of our favorite movies. And this is what you get, unfortunately. So we're going to show you 10 clips from, well, they're not clips from films, 10 recreations from the Filmageddon team, and your job is simply to name what film we are trying to recreate. Hopefully, most of these are pretty easy. Hopefully, you can stomach it. I know I can't, so I'm going to go walk in the other room right now while you guys watch this. So here you go. Good luck with round 6.
Hubba, hubba.
You animal. She available, Doc?
She's my wife, Amelia. She's deceased.
Even better.
But we're not here to talk about me.
See, now don't you just feel awful?
I was just goofing.
Well, don't be goofing on Amelia. She's as nice a person as they come. She's always treated you right, huh, Stinky?
I've got no complaints. She's always been an angel to me.
Wait a minute. What are you saying?
I'm saying she's a peach. None better. Why?
You've actually seen her?
What, am I blind? Of course I've seen her. Who hasn't?
You're not looking for her, are you, Doc?
Cut! What's the matter, Dexter?
It's Lena. Look, Lena, don't you remember I told you there's a microphone right there in the bush?
Yeah.
You have to talk into it.
I was talking, wasn't I, Miss Dinsmore?
Yes, my dear, but please remember rounded tones. Pierre, you shouldn't have come.
Pierre, you shouldn't have come!
Yes, my dear, that's much better now.
Hold it a second. Now, Lena, look. Here's the mic. Right here in the bush.
Yeah?
Now, you talk towards it. The sound goes through the cable to the box, and the man records it on a big wax record in the back. You have to talk into the mic first. In the bush. Now try it again.
Gee, this is dumb!
Well, she'll get it, Dexter. Lena, don't worry. We're all a little nervous the first day. Everything's gonna be okay.
You don't have any fresh fish?
I'm afraid not, sir.
You eggs, then. They fresh?
Why, yes, sir.
I will have poached eggs and bring me some cigars, please. Havana cigars.
And that will be all for you, sir.
Yes.
Then I'll see to it right away.
Try one of these Jamaican cigars, Ambassador. They're pretty good.
Thank you. No, I do not support the work of imperialist stooges.
Oh, only comic stooges then.
Shh! Mr. President, you're not gonna let this lousy commie punk vomit all over us like this.
How do you have means to travel?
I work my way from place to place, you know, tramp steamers and such. But I won my ticket here on a lucky hand of poker. A really lucky hand.
All life is a game of luck.
And a real man makes his own luck. Right, Dawson?
And you find that kind of rootless existence appealing to you?
Why, yes, ma'am, I do. Got everything I need right here with me. I got air in my lungs, a few blank sheets of paper. I mean, I love waking up in the morning not knowing where I'm going to or who I'm gonna meet. But I'm gonna wind up, just the other night I was sleeping under a bridge, and now here I am having champagne with you fine people. Figure life's a gift, and I don't intend on wasting it. Is this your homework, Larry? Is this your homework, Larry?
Look, man.
Dude, please. Is this your homework, Larry?
Just ask him about the car, man.
Is this yours, Larry? Is this your homework, Larry?
Is that your car up front?
Is this your homework, Larry?
We know it's your fucking homework. Where's the fucking money, you little brat?
Look, Larry, have you ever heard of Vietnam?
Oh, for Christ's sake.
You're entering a world of pain, son. We know that this is your homework. We know that you stole the car.
And the fucking money.
And the fucking money. And we know that this is your homework.
We're gonna cut your dick off, Larry.
You're killing your father, Larry.
I'm sorry, what was that again?
I'm a god.
You're a god?
I'm a god. I'm not the god, I don't think.
Because you survived a car wreck?
You folks ready to order?
I didn't just survive a wreck. I wasn't just blown up yesterday. I've been stabbed, shot, poisoned, frozen, hung, electrocuted, and burned.
Oh, really?
And every morning I wake up with not a scratch on me, not a dent on the fender. I am an immortal.
Unless you take bad advice, in which case you may as well have come up with a chain of very successful yogurt shops. When you go fishing, you catch a lot of fish, or you want to catch a big fish? You ever walk into a guy's den and see a picture of him standing next to 14 trout?
No, he's holding a 3,000-pound marlin.
That's a good analogy.
Okay, but we all know that marlins don't really weigh 300 pounds, right?
Have you seen the big ones up close?
No, but I don't think the guy is holding a marlin besides a Range Rover. That would really be a really big fish or a very strong guy.
You think we might be getting away from the point?
I don't have a dog in this fight. I'm just a fan who came to say hi.
If these numbers are right, this looks pretty sweet.
Oh, those numbers are right, all right. Believe me.
This is doable.
Congratulations, Jer.
Yeah, thanks, Stan. It's pretty, you know.
What kind of finance are you looking for?
Huh?
The financials are pretty thorough, so the only thing we don't know is your fee.
My fee? Wait, what the heck are you talking about?
Stan and I are okay.
Yeah?
We're good to load in.
Yeah?
But we never talked about your fee, but bringing it to us.
No, but wait, see, I's bringing you the deal to loan me the money to put in. It's my deal here, see?
Jerry, we thought you were bringing us an investment.
Yeah, right.
You're saying... What are you saying?
Come on, spread them.
Hey, what do you think to do? You could pop somebody in a special card to play? That guy, Jimmy Baxter's jaw you broke, just so happens to work undercover for the Boston Police Department.
I'm going fucking nuts, man. I can't be somebody else every fucking day. It's been a year of this. I've had enough of this shit.
Calm down, all right? Most of these people in the world do it every day. What's the big deal?
Well, I'm not them. I'm not fucking them, okay?
Exactly. You're nobody. You signed the papers, remember? And now the only two people in the world on the face of this earth who know you're a cop. How about we just erase your file, huh? How about that? How about erase your file and bang! You're just another soldier. Over the rest. But I don't know how many felons, huh? What'd you say we do that, Captain?
How about I fucking kill you, huh? How about I fucking kill you?
It was a joke. Come on, all right?
That wasn't a joke. Just because you play tough doesn't mean you are. You little lace-cutting Irish fuck!
Hey, break it up. Stop it. God damn it, stop it. That's an order. For Christ's sake, be smart. If anyone's watching us now, how are we supposed to arrest you? Come on, get in the car.
Hi, Dad. Just checking in, saying hi. I finished second in school. The teacher's giving me C's, so it pulled me down, but not bad. Grandpa attended the ceremony. Oh, I met another girl, Dad. I really think she's the one. Her name's Lois. That's her right there. Murphy stole Grandpa's car. She crashed it. She's okay, though.
Hey, Dad. Look at this. You're a grandpa. His name's Jesse. I kind of wanted to call him Coop, but Lois is, maybe next time. Say bye-bye, Grandpa. Sorry it's been a while, but, just, well, with Jesse and all, Grandpa died last week. We buried him out back, next to Mom and Jesse, which is where we would have buried you if you'd ever come back. Murph was at the funeral. We don't see her much, but she came for that. You ought to listen to this. I know all these messages are just drifting off in the darkness. Lois says that I have to let you go, and so I guess I'm letting you go. I don't know whether you don't know where you are, Dad, but I hope you're at peace. And bye.
Hey, Dad. You son of a bitch. I never made one of these while you were still responding because I'm so mad at you for leaving, and when you went quiet, it seemed like I should have lived with that decision. And I have. Today's my birthday. And you once told me that when you came back that we might be the same age, and today I'm the age you were when you left.
There you go. That happened again. There's no taking it back now. Thanks everybody for all the nice comments in the chat regarding our performances. Those ones are just we really have fun making them. and I just love watching them again, especially that last one because it just goes on and on. And maybe we'll just remake that whole film via Zoom. I think that could be the way moving forward through all of this. Just make all the films via Zoom. It'll be great. But let's go on because I know that one went a bit long. Let's go round 7, famous film quotes. So you guys are gonna see the clips from 10 films. We're going to take out the bit of the soundbite that is the famous film quote itself and cover it up with something else. Your job is to get that famous film quote to the best of your ability, as close as you can, because remember, when we're grading these, it's sort of a sliding scale up and down. We see how everybody else does to see if you've got it right enough for the grading purposes. So you guys are going to get these one time each. Famous film quotes. Some good ones in here, some classic ones, so hopefully not too hard for everybody. Good luck.
Red, you go. Where shall I go? What shall I do?
Yes, it's true. This man has no dick.
I want to tell you my secret now.
My tiny little nipples went to France.
In your dreams? While you're awake?
I am not a destroyer of companies. I am a liberator of them.
The point is, ladies and gentlemen, that
Bad guy in little gold.
greed is right. Greed works. Greed clarifies, cuts through, and captures.
Sam.
Yes, boss.
It's December 1941 in Casablanca. What time is it in New York?
What? My watch stopped.
I bet they're asleep in New York. I bet they're asleep all over America.
Not her wart. Not her wart. I'm the wart. She's my tumor. My growth.
Sawyer, you listen to me. And you listen hard. 200 people, 200 jobs, $200,000, 5 weeks of grind and blood and sweat depend upon you. It's the lives of all these people who've worked with you. You've got to go on, you've got to give, and give, and give. They've got to like you, got to. Do you understand? You can't fall down. You can't, because your future's in it, my future, and everything all of us have is staked on you. All right, now I'm through. But you keep your feet on the ground, and your head on those shoulders of yours, and go out and Sawyer.
Why didn't you just go home? That's your home. Are you too good for your home?
I look like a genius to the board.
Okay?
I get it.
Look, Brennan, here's the thing.
Got a fucking dart in your neck.
Okay?
Are you saying pow? What are you saying?
It's the biggest helicopter leasing event in the Western Hemisphere since 1997.
Why does he keep doing that?
I have to sell or lease at least 80 choppers to make my nut. And you mess with my nut, Brennan? Randy here is gonna eat your dick.
Like Kobayashi.
I'm seeing him do it.
You have no idea how bad it gets. And I'm not you. I can't make it on a couple of high-altitude fucks once or twice a year. You are too much for me, ass. You son of a horse and bitch. Try a little tenderness. Then why don't you?
Let the dogs out, you know, like, who let the dogs out? Who?
We must be over the rainbow.
I smoke. I smoke all the time.
I don't care.
Well, I have a terrible past. For 3 years now, I've been living with a saxophone player.
I forgive you.
I can never have children.
We can adopt some.
But you don't understand, Osgood. I'm a man.
Have you ever seen a grown man naked?
Hey, Jane. Who was the lady I saw you with last night?
Hey, you shut your face! If we want to hear you talk, I will shove my arm up your ass and work your mouth like a puppet.
Seven rounds done and dusted, which of course leads us to the final round in tonight's film quiz. And it's a tricky one to finish it off with. I mean, expect nothing less from the Filmageddon Film Quiz, right? Round 8 is going to be Yearly Beloved, and these are all going to be releases from the 1970s. So you will notice your answer sheet doesn't have 1 through 10. It's got the years 1970 through 1979. You're going to see film clips. We're not going to obscure them in any way, shape, or form. You're just going to see them. Hopefully, you'll know what the film is at least called. And then your job is to put that film title in the year that it was first released. So, one film for each year, 10 films in total. Best of luck here, guys, with round number 8. Let's figure out how to make it actually go to the quiz. Here you guys go. We will come back after this and then throw to a nice 10-minute intermission.
I'm coming apart! Oh, Mother of God, I'm coming apart!
George! George! What happened?
I was just dreaming.
Magnificent bastard, I read your book!
Look, I think you made a mistake. I'm not religious.
So?
Well, I'm not one of your believers. And I sure as heck don't believe this.
That's why I showed up. Too many non-believers.
But I read in an article that religion is on the upswing.
Religion is easy. I'm talking about faith. You're going to help me change that.
Me? I don't belong to any church.
Neither do I. Go back to work. I don't want you to get in trouble.
Thank you.
Watch the closing doors.
Let's get one out there. Engelberg,
What?
that is a bunt. B-U-N-T. The catcher is supposed to pick up the bunt and throw it to first base.
What the hell is I supposed to know? You make sure the big deal yelling after them.
Diversionary tactic, Engelberg. Now get the ball.
Why are you always picking on me? What did I do to you?
Engelberg, quit your climbing bellyache and throw the ball to first base.
Hey, you're supposed to be the fast thing in the valley. man, but that can't be your car. It must be your mama's car. I'm sort of embarrassed to be this close to you.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised driving a field car.
Field car? What's a field car?
Field car runs through the fields, drops cow shit all over the place to make the lettuce grow.
That's pretty good. Hey, I like the color of your car there, man. What's that supposed to be? Sort of a cross between piss yellow and puke green, ain't it?
Well, you call that a paint job, but it's pretty ugly. I bet you got to sneak up on the pumps just to get a little air in your tires.
If he doesn't want to take his medication orally, I'm sure we can arrange that he can have it some other way. But I don't think you'd like it, Mr. McMurphy.
You'd like it, wouldn't you?
Why not? Give it to me.
Good. Very good.
Yummy.
Okay, everybody, there you go. 8 rounds of film quiz trivia, all new film quiz trivia that just finished up there. Now we're going to take a little intermission. So you're going to have 10 minutes, and there will be a timer up in the corner of the screen, 10 minutes to get those answer sheets in. At the end of that 10 minutes, we will close the submissions. And remember, tonight you guys got something really good to play for, and that is going to be 1 month unlimited films at the Prince Charles Cinema for when they do reopen. So something big to play for first prize tonight for sure. So make sure you get your answer sheets in before the 10-minute timer runs out, because once we lock submissions, we are not taking any more. No emails, no Twitter, no nothing. So get them in if you want to be in for a chance to win. So we'll see you guys in 10 minutes. Best of luck, everybody. Gonna kick us off. We got 3 sharks because 3 fins. It's the third one, so there's 3 sharks.
Hey, shark fans, welcome to the island, baby. Let's rock and roll.
It's Shark Week or something in Mozambique.
There's some sharks in the water, and she's got a GoPro, get the sponsorship money in.
They're swimming underwater. What's scarier than a shark? Dead sharks. And then we're asking what's going on. Lots of quick cuts because it's going to be a scary movie.
And yes, by Warner Brothers Home Entertainment. Everything's home entertainment now. Some white fellas looking at a phone.
There's a whole bunch of people that I've never seen before. I don't think they're professional actors. They're underwater, bubbles, scuba diving, some sort of remote control thing. There's a shark. Ooh, okay. Now we're talking.
Now that implied there was a shot there that implied that the sharks were remote controls.
Then you hear a bunch of like sonar, I guess. And then a guy swimming towards her on this little scooter, a little underwater scooter. He gets dragged away. Oh my god, it's got to be a shark. There's a shark.
The more we mess with nature, the more CGI fucking sharks are generated inside the ocean. The shark's pissed off, as am I. It starts slamming the glass. We've seen it before. It's in another film called Deep Blue Sea.
Some guy goes flying through the air. There's more sharks. Get out of the water. They're trying to remind you of a much better shark movie. There's a mouth. Oh my god, teeth. These 2 people look safe. I'm sure everything's fine. They're fine. Oh, good. Yeah. Oh, no, the scary sharks have come back. Oh, there are those 3 fins again. Prepare for...
There's gonna be carnage.
The sharks are running. No, they're not running. Sharks don't run. They swim. I don't know. Someone gets trapped. Deep Blue Sea 3. Fuck you.
Jaws has a lot to apologize for, and it's called Deep Blue Sea. Why didn't you call it Deep Blue 3? We'll never know. Okay.
I know there's aliens. I know there's some stuff there. Because they got the skulls, I assume, unless there's a twist.
What about CGI monkeys?
Blanchett. I love a CGI monkey. Look, they should do a category at the Oscars. Best CGI monkey. Your one from Ad Astra would have been in there.
Yeah, Russell Madness.
Koba could have been there.
Koba.
King Kong, he'd be there, the new one.
Yeah.
Who else could be in this?
What other CGI monkeys? I'm sure they made... How did they get the mouth to move in MVP? Most Valuable Primate.
I think they put peanut butter on his.
Ah,
on
so that's not
thing.
CGI then.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, you know, back in the day, real life muggies, your Dunstan checks in, your MVPs, but now we're CGI. I'm trying to think, what are the CGI monkeys? There has to be more CGI monkeys.
More CGI monkeys. Oh, like Space Chimps. I guess that's fully CGI film. So.
Yeah, that's sort of a cop out though. I want
all right, then, I'm
CGI.
sorry.
Yeah, remake Congo. Just remake Congo and give us some new CGI monkeys. This time with funny talking gloves.
Oh,
fuck! I want to watch that again.
Mr. Go, that's about that big gorilla, the South Korean film. That big gorilla plays baseball.
Mr. Go.
Mr. Go. He's a massive fuck off gorilla.
Oh my god!
But less size than Mighty Joe Young, who is also another CGI gorilla. And wait, are gorillas monkeys?
This looks great.
Yeah,
Mr. Go. I might. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I can't remember. I remember wanting to watch it for ages, and then it was just randomly on in a hotel that I was in, and I was like,
He
okay.
is a big gorilla.
He's fucking massive, and he tell you what, he can swing a bat like fucking no one's business.
Oh my god, I'm gonna watch Mr. Go at some point.
Yeah, after do a double bill of like the new after you watch Peninsula, the Train to Busan sequel, then just be like, I haven't got my fill of South Korean cinema. What else can I possibly watch? Oh, Mr. Go.
Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Shot for Shot.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a good intro.
So basically what we're going to do is we're going to take a shot at the beginning of the film, and every 15 minutes the film is running. What has happened tonight is we filmed half an episode of Shot for Shot already this evening. Because of various things that happened, that half of an episode is lost to the gods.
Gone.
We've decided we're going to start afresh, start anew. So, the film we're watching tonight, Paul Blart, Mall Cop. Here's our Twitters, so you can follow us on Twitter and listen to... No, you wouldn't listen. You'd read our witty observations. Also, so here's our shot count down here. We'll probably cover all
front
of
of my
that.
face.
Yeah, just follow that. You can watch bits of the video here, which means I'll have to download Paul Blart, Mall Cop.
It's the forgiveness of friends who try really hard, and sometimes they make mistakes. And Paul, Mall Cop 1. Oh my god. You made eye contact with me through the whole time then. That's just a reminder that there are better films out there called Police Academy.
I saw him at Glastonbury and now he's ruining the song.
We get it, mate.
Do you know what?
Yellow, Glastonbury, Jamie Cullum.
Well, I know one of my favourite bands, but yeah, they're very good. Do you think you'll run over a dog by mistake?
Need a little more volume.
30 seconds.
Her name is Jema Mays.
When was she born?
1979. She's 36.
I have a shot.
Okay. This year it falls on a Black Friday, which means I probably won't even get
Oh, she
Be still my beating heart. There's so many buckles that could go in.
He looks like fucking Hellraiser. And it really took a lot of convincing for Kevin James to write a fucking scene where he eats
Do you think
things.
he asked his friends to do a rewrite?
How about something special for lunch tomorrow to cheer you up?
Like a fucking salad.
I used to have a shirt very similar to that. And I'm
Oh,
not
so are
joking.
you Guy Fieri?
I don't think this is that bad.
These two are so much better than this film.
I think I've never seen anyone on film who has a beard so similar to me.
This is
I thought
it's
we had
barely
10
halfway through.
I thought we had 10 minutes left.
British Bulldog who once babysat Luke.
That's all the Hart family. Wait, what?
No fucking Ven.
How big is that Ven? Bobby, they got him for this. Bobby Carnival. Twister had Bill Pullman.
It did?
Well, I was just wondering, were you serious about that Happy Meal?
Happy Meal because he's fat.
Yeah.
It is become.
I'm done. I quit.
He liked it in Kidney Cow. Do you want the And like when it's Filmageddon. It's Filmageddon. 3 hours
Cheers.
ago, if I'm not done
I'm sorry, man.
If I'd
I can't remember. I can't remember a specific part of that though.
3?
Wait, 3 out of what?
8.
3 out of 8.
3 out of 8. I like 3 out of 8.
3 out of 8 makes a lot
We
of
should
sense.
make out of 8 our thing.
whosoever be he worthy shall have of the power. Whatever, man. It's a trick.
Oh, it is much more than that, my
It's been
friend.
really good.
Such a pie. Such a pie.
I'm glad that Loki guy sorted out.
He's a bellend.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Hello.
Hey, man. How you doing?
Hi, how's it going? Good.
Yeah, it's
Party,
okay.
having fun?
Yeah, great. It's been going so well.
Can I just ask you, who invited those guys?
Clint, you've had a tough week. We won't hold it against you if you can't get it up.
Those guys.
Yeah.
I did. Superhero quiz is coming up, so I thought makes sense if we get the superheroes here.
What about the X-Men?
Avengers and X-Men don't get along, Adam. Sorry to say. Couldn't invite them both.
What about Spider-Man?
Sure, he'll swing by eventually.
That's a good joke.
Really humor.
Yeah.
Film
Great,
humor.
great jokes.
Yeah.
That's it.
So how's the next quiz going?
I've invented something so that we'll never have to work on another quiz again. We don't have to write the questions or do anything anymore. It's all taken care of.
What did you invent?
Ow!
What have you done?
You really like Rocky IV.
Okay, hello and welcome back. There's the man always makes his appearance. The big boy himself, Leo, is here. He really wants this treat, so much so. Hey Leo, say hello. The only way I could get him to say hello is by a treat. Let's put him down. Bye bye. Oh, you're very heavy. See you later. Right, hello everybody. Welcome back. That was the intermission. Quick little appearance from Leo at the end. And now we're gonna lock the submissions. So if you haven't gotten them in yet, you've got a couple more seconds. You've got like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and no longer accepting the submissions. I'm a man of my word. Tough but fair. Leo is still here. He thinks I have another treat. He is sadly mistaken. What are you doing? Are you just staring at me? I mean, if I can move the camera, I would just show it to you. But he's got this very sad look now because he knows there isn't a treat here. It's okay, Leo. We'll get through this together. Anyway, let's get to the answers for the quiz because that's what you all want to see, right? Let's get to the answers. Let's do it. I'll go get him a treat while I'm showing you guys the answers. I feel bad now because he's made his appearance and what's he get for it? Right, here we go. The post-credit scenes, guys. Right, we're gonna find out where all these post-credit scenes came from. So let's give that to you in full screen so that I can go give Leo a treat and he won't hate me forever. Here you guys go. Round 1 answer.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
Based on your many adventures.
What would you call it?
Iggy's World.
The Indomitable Spike.
The Super Koopa Cousins.
Some help, please! The shark bit my fucking dick off and I can't get some water!
There you go, Kick-Ass 2 there in at number 3. Leo has his treats. He's very happy now. He's a good boy. Number 4 is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. So some tricky ones here at the start so far. I feel like Avengers: Age of Ultron could have probably been any of the Avengers movies. They're really hard to nail down those. X-Men: The Last Stand, everyone's favorite X-Men film. I had to find a way to slip it in there. In at number 5. Something they just never went on to explain. He's been zapped out of existence, and then he's in another body, and then, nope, we don't need to mention that in any of the other films. Number 6, we had Idiocracy. How many of you guys... It's basically what's happening. You know, current state of America. America's actually pretty worse off, actually, to be fair. James and the Giant Peach. I never knew this scene existed, and I loved James and the Giant Peach when I was a kid, and never apparently stayed through the credits, because that's great. That's a fun little addition. Here we go. Subtitle fun, everybody. Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. I don't know. Worth it? Not worth it? It didn't look good. It didn't look good. And again, some more subtitle fun, because it's not the first Austin Powers, it's Austin Powers The Spy Who Shagged Me, coming in at number 9. I love Will Ferrell's role in those. And of course, number 10, had to include it. Very obvious, but it is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Cannot wait for Spider-Verse 2. It's in production now officially, so that's good, but we still have to wait far too long for the film to come out. So yeah, Avengers Age of Ultron, Super Mario Bros., Kick-Ass 2, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, X-Men The Last Stand, Idiocracy, James and the Giant Peach, Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, Austin Power The Spy Who Shagged Me, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse were your answers there for round 1. But let's go on to round 2, the soundtrack round. Remember, these were all films with different alternative cuts, director's cuts, extended cuts. In the case of number 1, a final cut, and numerous other cuts, because number 1 is, of course, Blade Runner. The first of many Ridley Scott films to make this list. Because the guy's just never finished tinkering, is he? And neither of the studios. Number 2, maybe a bit tricky for some people, but we've got Superman 2, which of course had the Richard Donner cut. Jimmy is saying Blade Runner is of course the best film ever. It's up there. It's pretty good. How many of you guys got number 3? Y'all get number 3? Once Upon a Time in America? With an extended director's cut? Who knew? Here we go. Some more Mr. Scott. He's slipping in because we need another extended director's cut of Kingdom of Heaven. A film that I'll never forget upon its release, having to go into work early to open the cinema to let a random celebrity view it because he was in town. Cursed that day. At number 5, we've got a familiar score from Apocalypse Now. Redux, Dedux, all the ducks. All the ducks. Blade Runner is definitely a film. It is indeed a film, according to the chat. Very good secret cinema. I keep saying I won't go to secret cinemas, and then I keep being a sucker and spending all the money. So, really, eggs on my face, but that was a good experience. Here we go. Ridley Scott's back. He's back, hey! The Counselor. I don't know. I've never seen it. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? That's what I want to know. Number 7 might get a couple of groans. I don't know. I don't know if people are going to accept number 7, but I assure you, Metropolis, probably the earliest film we've included in the Filmageddon Film Quiz, did have extended cuts, lost footage that was brought back into the film. And hey, we got him in here. The Snyder Cut himself. Sort of. Snyder Cut 1.0 with Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice, the Ultimate Edition. Snyder Cut 2.0 coming to HBO Max next year. What do we got here? Number 9 is, of course, Blood Simple from 1984. Digitally remastered and re-edited. And here's a fun one for everybody who likes this film. I don't know who everybody is. Maybe there's a handful of you who like... Oh, I paused it. You don't want to do that. Not when you're live. Number 10 is Waterworld. The Ulysses cut. Who knew? I certainly didn't. Right, here we go. Let's, boom, let's go on to round 3. with the Fresh Faces Picture Round. All right, so remember, guys, you were naming the actor who originally played the role pictured and the last film that that actor had the role in, if that makes sense. So, obviously, we have Don Cheadle here, who took over in Iron Man 2 from Terrence Howard. So, you wanted to put Terrence Howard, because he was the original player of that role, and Iron Man was the last film that he played the role in, because then things happened. Behind the scenes, drama happened. And then let's go on. Let's go on to number 2 with Bryce Dallas Howard stepping into the role of some vampire. Rachel Lefebvre, who played Victoria in Twilight New Moon, was the last film that she did. Who remembers her? Who remembers Twilight New Moon? I'm sure it had its fans, it had its supporters. People are aware of it. People have watched it. I have watched all of them, and I've now admitted that live on this stream. So there we are. And we'll just go on. We'll go on because Michael Gambon took on the role of Dumbledore from Richard Harris, R.I.P. in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets was his last spot in that role. And yeah, 1 point each for each of those. Let's go on. Number 4. Remember, we're not talking Michael J. Fox here, you tricky people. We're talking Elizabeth Shue, because obviously she didn't play the role of Jennifer. That was Claudia Wells in the original Back to the Future was the last time she played it. And finally, I like to consider this one... I don't know if I consider this one an upgrade or a downgrade in terms of the acting ability here, but Maggie Gyllenhaal replaced Katie Holmes, and Katie Holmes played Rachel Dawes in Batman Begins. So, hey, let us know in the chat or on Twitter or whatever, who did you prefer in these roles? Did you prefer the original actor, or do you prefer the people who replaced him? I think for the most part here, people are going to remember the actor that replaced them, but that's not to take away from the original actors in any way, shape, or form. So let's move on to round 4 then, and take a look at the answers for the obscured round. And remember, these were all films directed by females. So number 1, more recent release with Can You Ever Forgive Me by Muriel Heller.
I was confused, those two. No, that's right. She got married and had twins.
Better to have died.
Indeed.
Indeed. Oh, yes, well done. Right, number 2. We are going to have Lady Bird by Greta Gerwig. Gambon does tend to milk every scene, but that's why we love him, right? He sort of made the role his own. There was sort of a complete change in the characterization of Dumbledore after that, I think. Another recent release, The Farewell by Lulu Wang. Fantastic film. If you've not seen it, go and watch it now. Literally, leave. It's fine. It's fine if you want to leave. Just go and watch it.
I mean, it's still a lie. It's a good lie.
Gut-wrenching stuff. Number 4, one that probably sticks out to a lot of people over here, and we got Bend It Like Beckham by Gurneer Chadha. Ooh, Richard Harris. We got some Richard Harris. We got some Dumbledore fans in the chat.
Something like a bug or something? Yeah.
Classic. We got Big by, again, another gone R.I.P. for Penny Marshall. It's a problem with going back into the older films. There's too many people that we miss now. It gets kind of depressing.
Underage girls.
And number 6 is pretty intense, where we've got You Were Never Really Here by Lynn Ramsey.
Cleary said you were brutal.
An easy watch. A laugh riot, some would say.
It can be.
He's been making phone calls to me as well.
What's he been saying?
Now, number 7, we've got Jennifer Kent's The Babadook.
Because of what he wrote in the book.
Really came out of nowhere a few years back and took a lot of people by storm. Did you say by storm for a film? I don't know. It's late. It's 9:40. I want to know how many people got number 8. I'd be really curious to know how many people got The Hitchhiker by Ida Lupino. See, sometimes we do older films. We like to do the older films sometimes. And then, of course, number 9, we got ourselves a bit of Lost in Translation. We got ourselves a bit of Sofia Coppola. Ring-a-ding-ding himself, the Murray Man, the Yo-Joe. Oh. And we're going back again as well with number 10 with Mikey and Nikki by Elaine May.
Hey, what are you talking about? Are you crazy?
There's a lot more Dumbledore chatter now in the chat. We'll put up a poll on our Twitter, which you can see right down there, at Filmageddon Quiz, if you've not followed us yet. So there are your answers for round 4. Let's go on to round 5. The book was better. I'm sure most of you guys got a lot of these. So The Sentinel by Arthur C. Clarke was, of course, 2001: A Space Odyssey. Yes, of course. Number 2, The Short Timers. That was adapted into Full Metal Jacket. Jacquet! Oh, Jacquet. And number 3, Oil! Is what the name of the book is, and it, of course, became There Will Be Blood. Number 4, Q&A, of course, became Slumdog Millionaire. Yeah, see, everything's based on a book. Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? It's coming up, yeah, again, Blade Runner, because it is a film, which we learned earlier in the chat, and now we know that it was also a book. Number 6, Queen Bees and Wannabes became Mean Girls. Prince of Thieves became The Town. That's right. I think maybe Prince of Thieves was kind of hard. Yeah. Nothing to really give it away in that one. This one, like I said, I think the picture gives most of it away. Nothing Lasts Forever would become Die Hard. Robert Pattinson was the best Dumbledore in the Twilight spin-offs. Yes. I mean, I would love to see whatever it is you are imagining right there. The Greatest Gift, A Christmas Tale, became It's a Wonderful Life. Now, you knew that Jimmy Stewart was going to come out here if we were talking about Wonderful Life. Yeah. And number 10, Dream Story by Arthur Schnitzler, became Eyes Wide Shut. Yeah, I think that 10 was a tricky one. 10 was rough. And you know what else is rough? The next part. The part that I'm going to have to leave the room for again. Filmageddon Remake Cinema. I'm sure you guys got pretty much all of these, but let's take a look at what they were together.
See, now don't you just feel awful?
I was just goofing.
Well, don't be goofing on Amelia.
She's as nice a person as they come. She's always treated you right, huh, Stinky?
I got no complaints. She's always been an angel to me.
Wait a minute. What are you saying?
I'm saying she's a peach. None better. Why?
You have to talk into it.
I was talking, wasn't I, Miss Dinsmore?
Yes, my dear, but please remember rounded tones. Pierre, you shouldn't have come.
Pierre, you shouldn't have come.
Yes, my dear, that's much better now.
Hold it a second. Now, Lena, look. Here's the mic. Right here in the bush.
I will have poached eggs and bring me some cigars, please. Havana cigars.
And that will be all for you, sir.
Yes.
Then I'll see to it right away.
Try one of these Jamaican cigars, Ambassador. They're pretty good.
Thank you, no. I do not support the work of imperialist stooges.
Oh, only commie stooges, huh?
Mr. President. You're gonna let that lousy commie punk vomit all over us like this?
All life is a game of luck.
And a real man makes his own luck. Right, Dawson?
And you find that kind of rootless existence appealing to you?
Well, yes, ma'am, I do. I mean, got everything I need right here with me. Got air in my lungs and a few blank sheets of paper. I mean, I love waking up in the morning not knowing what's gonna happen or who I'm gonna meet.
Is this yours, Larry? Is this your homework, Larry?
Is that your car up front?
Is this your homework, Larry?
We know it's your fucking homework. Where's the fucking money, you little brat?
Look, Larry, have you ever heard of Vietnam?
You're entering a world of pain, son. We know that this is your homework. We know that you stole a car.
And the fucking money.
And the fucking money. And we know that this is your homework.
We're gonna cut your dick off, Larry.
You're killing your father, Larry.
I'm a god. I'm not the god, I don't think.
Because you survived a car wreck?
You folks ready to order?
I didn't just survive a wreck. I wasn't just blown up yesterday. I have been stabbed, shot, poisoned, frozen, hung, electrocuted, and burned.
Oh, really?
And every morning I wake up without a scratch on me, not a dent in the fender. I am an immortal.
You ever walk into a guy's den and see a picture of him standing next to 14 trout?
No, he's holding a 3,000-pound marlin.
That's a good analogy.
Okay, but we all know that marlins don't really weigh 300 pounds, right?
Have you seen the big ones up close?
No, I haven't, but I don't think the guy's holding a marlin the size of a Range Rover. That would be a really big fish and a very strong guy.
You think we might be getting away from the point?
I don't have a dog in this fight. I'm just a fan who came to say hi.
The financials are pretty thorough, so the only thing we don't know is your fee.
My fee? Wade, what the heck are you talking about?
Stan and I are okay.
Yeah?
We're good to load in.
Yeah?
But we never talked about your fee for bringing it to us.
No, but Wade, see, I was bringing you this deal for you to loan me the money to put in. It's my deal here, see?
Exactly. You're nobody. You signed the papers, remember? And now the only two people in the world on the face of this earth who know you're a cop. How about we just erase your file, huh? How about that? How about erase your file and bang! You're just another soldier. Over the rest.
I don't know how many felonies, huh? What do you say we do that, Captain?
I'm gonna fucking kill you, huh? I'm gonna fucking kill you!
That was a joke. Come on. It wasn't a joke. Just because you play a tough guy doesn't mean you are when you lace curtain Irish fucking pussy.
Hey! Stop it! Bring it up! Stop it! Fuck you, motherfucker! God damn it! Stop it! That's an order!
Murph was at the funeral. We don't see her much, but she came for that. You ought to listen to this. I know all these messages are just drifting off in the darkness. Lewis says that I have to let you go, and so I guess I'm letting you go.
Goodbye.
Pretty sure that last one was the toughest one. Do you guys want? I can go back and I can play it in its original length, just in case anyone wants to see it again. I mean, I know it's been pretty long amount of time tonight for this quiz, but we can always go back. All right, let's go back. No, I'm joking. I would never do that to you. All right, here we go. Famous film quotes. Let's take a look at some of these.
Red, you go. Where shall I go? What shall I do?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
I see dead people.
The point is, ladies and gentlemen, that greed, for lack of a better word, is good. Greed is right. Greed works.
Of all the gin joints in all the towns in all the world, she walks into mine.
You can't fall down. You can't, because your future's in it. My future and everything all of us have is staked on you. All right, now I'm through. But you keep your feet on the ground and your head on those shoulders of yours and go out and Sawyer. You're going out a youngster, but you've got to come back a star.
Okay? I get it. Look, Brennan, here's the thing. It's the Catalina fucking wine mixer, okay? Are you saying POW? What are you saying? It's the biggest helicopter leasing event in the Western Hemisphere since 1997.
Why does he keep doing that?
Make it on a couple of high-altitude fucks once or twice a year? You are too much for me, ass. You son of a horse and bitch. I wish I knew how to quit you. Then why don't you?
feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
I can never have children. We can adopt some. But you don't understand, Osgood. I'm a man. Well, nobody's perfect. Don't worry, they. All we want to do is kill you.
There you guys go. Your famous film quotes. None more famous than number 10 from one of the best films ever. Top 3. Easy. Let's go to round 8, which of course was the yearly beloved rounds. Remember, we're putting these films in the release order, one film per year, 1970 to 1979. Let's watch these together, shall we? 1970, right out the gates with Patton. And I think we might have one more little Leo cameo at the end of this, because he is still just staring at me. So... yeah, Patton came out 1970. 1971, that would mean, was the French Connection. Let's see if we can. Well, you'll see these answers. I'll try to get Leo.
Sort of a cross between piss yellow and puke green, ain't it?
Well, you call that a paint job, but it's pretty ugly. I bet you got to sneak up on the pumps just to get a little air in your tire.
Doesn't want to take his medication orally, I'm sure we can arrange that he can have it some other way. But I don't think you'd like it, Mr. McMurphy.
You'd like it, wouldn't you?
Well,
Why not? Give it to me.
Engelberg,
What?
that is a bunt. B-U-N-T. The catcher is supposed to pick up the bunt and throw it to first base.
Well, how was I supposed to know? You make sure the big deal yelling after them.
Well, now I've
Diversionary
broken
tactic,
how this
Engelberg.
is
Now
set.
get the ball.
Why are you always picking on me? What did I do to you?
Religion is easy. I'm talking about faith.
Right. I think that was, I think that's Leo. Now he's laying down because he's eaten so much. Creepy AF. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, now it's all out of focus. Oh, dear. No, now we're going the wrong way. 1978 was Jaws, believe it or not. This is all very professional, what's happening right now. Ah! There you go. There you go. And 1979 was the Amityville Horror. Amityville.
I'm coming apart.
Oh, no! Remember the Ryan Reynolds remake of this? That was weird, wasn't it? Hey, guys, just like that, we're done. We're done with the quiz. It's been emotional. Live lockdown quiz number 3. You got a double dose of Leo here. You got a whole bunch of trivia questions. Hopefully, some tricky, hopefully some not too tricky. It's been great. I hope you guys all had fun. Amazing to see that so many of you guys stuck around again for the answers portion and to just sort of chill out for a bit. Hope everybody's enjoying this. Remember, we will be back probably, tomorrow around 6 o'clock with the full results. So you guys have submitted them. We'll wake up early tomorrow morning and grade the papers, as it were, and find out who the winner was, who would win a free, I keep forgetting, a free month of movies at the Prince Charles Cinema. That's what I wanted to say. And well, also the other thing I wanted to remind everybody, and not sort of remind everybody, but just bring to everybody's attention, is that the Prince Charles Cinema itself has sort of put out some stuff today saying they're not ready to open yet. But what would be really helpful if you guys get a chance, I'm sure most of you have already because you guys follow the Prince Charles Cinema. If you head over to their Twitter, you can follow some links and do a nice little survey that will help the team there gauge what the public want from them to reopen, what would make you guys feel safe, and all that sort of good stuff. So if you got a couple of minutes, you can go. You can do it anonymously. You could put in your name and details if you want. But yeah, have your say with one of our favorite places to be in London. And hopefully they will be back sooner rather than later. But not too soon, like some of the other places out there. Yeah, so what about the next quiz? What about the next quiz? Yeah, what about the next quiz? Let's bring up this bit. So the next quiz, here's a bit of a shock. It's not going to be next week. Oh, no. We're taking a week off. That's it. It finally happened. We're taking a week off. So the Filmageddon Film Quiz will return Wednesday, July 8th, and I think things are going to sort of change from here on out. You know, this is the 11th week in a row we've been doing it. Lockdown is loosening, despite the fact it's a good idea or not. So, you know, people are just doing different things. I'm sure people have been burnt out from doing quizzes. We're probably a bit burnt out from putting them on, but we're going to keep doing some streams because we know that you guys... yeah, lockdown will be back, we know. We know you guys enjoy it, so I think the plan moving forward is, instead of rewind quizzes and lockdown quizzes and all that stuff, is the plan right now is that every 2 weeks we will do just a Filmageddon film quiz. It will probably be 6 rounds, and I would say probably 5 of those will be all new, and then we might throw like a rewind round in with the quizzes as well. So as opposed to sort of here's a bunch of old quizzes, then here's an all new one, we're going to do everything's new with a dash of old stuff. Because, you know, I'll just be honest, we're starting to run out of the old stuff. You think you'd done the quiz for so many years, you'd have a lot more, but... I just think it'll give us a lot more time to make some new stuff to entertain you guys. So hopefully you've all enjoyed that. The Zoom rounds, maybe, those take a lot of work, as you could tell. Yeah, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed all this. Again, if you don't already, follow us on our social media channels, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. If you subscribe over to YouTube, that's great as well. If you follow us here on Twitch, that's fantastic. And we've got our coffee donations open as well. Leo is here. He wants another treat, so I'm going to give him a treat because he's begging, basically. And he's too cute. So yeah, everybody stay safe, stay healthy, enjoy 2 weeks. We'll be back tomorrow, and we'll keep busy, as always. We'll be releasing videos on YouTube, and we might do some game streams and all that. But besides all that, I hope everybody had a good time tonight. Despite the crazy cameras and the crazy dog and all the other stuff. And yeah, we will see you guys very soon. So I'm going to stop talking now because I have run out of words to say. So goodbye, everybody. See you next time here at the Filmageddon Film Quiz.